Hello, 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 guys. I am going to do a fall painting. How fun is that? I've got some colors out. We're using multi-surface paint. So I have all kinds of paint kits so you could get different amounts like 30 paints or 72 paints or 13 paints and beginner kits. If you haven't done one stroke painting, you would like to do one stroke painting, this is a quick and easy way for you to learn how to paint with me. All right. So I want you to see one thing is that I'm going to take one of my painter sponges and I'm going to dampen it. And let's see what color we have. That's purple. We can do some purple and oranges, right? Orange and purple. We could put some blue in there. All right. But what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to do some streaks on the back. All right. Just streak it looking in the back of my painting, of my canvas. And I am doing some fun things for the holidays, which the first holiday we got coming here in the fall is Halloween. And when I was sharing with my followers or pledge members, is that we there's two holidays, Christmas and Halloween, believe it or not, are the biggest sellers in the retail and in the shows. All right. I know we do some at Easter and some during other times, but that's what happens, right? So I am hoping that we get some people that come on. So if anybody comes on, please say hi. Okay. I'm waiting. I've got to make sure that, hello, hello, hello. All right. So, oh, there. I was thinking, is there anybody out there? Hello, 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 guys. All right. So I've already got some of the background done. And there we are. So I've got a little bit of purple, a little bit of blue, guys. We're going to do some Halloween painting. How's that sound? Just something different. A little bit of bright colors, dull colors. I'm going to do the edge. This is with my sponge painters. They come two in a set, and a smaller one and the large one. So what this does is if you're painting and you want to get a project going and you want it not to be heavy painted, but a kind of a fun watercolor look, and you've got really good ideas about putting some great stuff on here. Now look, I'm going to grab purple, dioxazine purple and white, and do some pulling, okay? Watch this, purple, white, one stroke painting. We blend, shade, and highlight in each stroke. Dioxazine purple, this is multi-surface paint. Guess what, guys? It's got a sealer in it, so it goes indoors, outdoors. And this is just going to be a fun pumpkin that you could actually put on a porch leaner or some other fun. Hi, Mrs. Mayhew. How are you? I want you to see right here is onestroke.com is how you find any of the stuff I'm going to be painting with today. All right. If you want to learn how to paint, one stroke painting, you want to create something kind of fun, I'm going to show you that I am going to put some chalk in here and I'm going to do one of these fun pumpkins I want to do. So we're going to come out here. We might even put some sunflowers on it. All right. And oops, there we go. So you're going to have some pieces of the pumpkin. I actually did a short where I just did a pumpkin really quick too. Hi, Susie. I'm from Florida. Yay. Hey, Miss Robin. You made somebody feel very special at convention this year. That was so sweet. All right. So then I'm going to show you that I'm going to come around with this chalk and do a fun stem. All right. And maybe we could put some spiders in here. Who knows what we're going to do, right? So I know it's a little early, but I thought let's just go on and let's see what we can do that you guys will enjoy. Some pretty painting for fun painting. I said I was going through some pumpkins. We could make it a jack-o'-lantern. We could put some bright flowers on it, some pretty leaves. Let's just be creative, all right? And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you how easy the pumpkin is to do. Now we can use different colors on our pumpkins. I could work some purple in on it along with the orange and yellow. But what I'm going to do is just pick up some white and some yellow. This is a 3/4 inch flat brush. And I've got Pueblo, I've got moon yellow, pure orange, and some floating medium. How's that sound? All right, let's see what happens. We're going to go right here, another stroke, another stroke. Now, I have painting parties and all kinds of wonderful packets that make it easy for you to have a painting party. And you can just look at those right on my site. All right, and it's under EDU packs. And there's a pattern and a worksheet, a picture to follow, 6 in a package for you. So we're all set up to start teaching. Okay, do you see? I want this. Oh, let me bring this up a little bit. I want you to see this from behind so that the pieces of pumpkin, the segments are behind too. All right, so what do y'all think? We are going to be inspired here. We're going to paint some flowers on here, not just pumpkins, but I want you to see that this is a great way to get started for the seasons coming up. And I always started painting my show pieces for the art shows and for painting parties. I started doing those in July. Now look, that's too much of a ridge out here. See that? You can push it in and then easy. So there's no problem. You don't start wiping off. You just go and pick up more paint and stroke it around. All right. I have Pueblo and pure orange and yellow. Okay. Now see how it goes right over that purple without any problem. All right. Now you can put red in your pumpkins, blue and white pumpkins, purple pumpkins. You guys can have fun with this. All right. Um, and it's made really easy. So one stroke painting makes it so easy to blend, shade, and highlight and create some beautiful pieces to decorate your home, to sell at the art shows, to teach classes. And hey, guys, we teach a lot of people who never thought they could paint. Look, I still have a ridge there. A lot of people never thought they could paint. And within just a little bit of practicing, we got that A to Z kit 50 flowers in that kit. All right. And then we have these fun painting party kits. All right. And I have a really pretty one that I did. I want to show you. It doesn't matter if everybody's pumpkins the same size, the same shape. What matters is that they know how to layer this really quick. And I've had groups of 50 people sit there and paint. No, nobody's pumpkin was alike. There was no pattern, but I give you patterns. There's no patterns, and they just created and had such a good time. And we put one little sunflower that's got more hits than almost any one I've ever done. Even right here, it went viral when I did one. There we go. Now see, now I could put some brighter yellow here. I could put some white. Look, just stroke a little bit of white, a little bit of white. And see if I don't like something, I don't wipe it off. I just go pick up more paint. How's that sound? Okay. And we will put some purple in here and do more. All right. So, but you can also put red and purple. That's going to look good too. So what do you think? All right. So we use a little bit of chalk. Onestroke.com is how you go paint all my supplies. We got the best paint, let me tell you, because our paint has got a sealer in it. Where is my brush here? It's got a sealer in it. And so it can go indoor, outdoor, glass, metal, ceramic. So you can do wine glasses, all kinds of fun painting. Have you ever wanted to learn how to paint? Well, this isn't holds my lipsticks, but look, you know, paint on glass. They're quick and easy. And look, this is a wonderful paint for a multitude of surfaces. That's why it's called multi-surface. All right. So now look at what's going to happen. I'm going to come in here and pick up some citrus and thicket and a little bit of medium. That clear medium is what I use. That's the fluff that's inside the paint with no pigment in it. All right, so I'm going to come around here. Oh, that little bit of curl there is a little hard, but you can come around. You shouldn't break that up. You should not do what I just did. All right, so then we're going to come right on top of that chalk, and it just helps you. You can have all your students trace the pattern on. Your packets come with 6 patterns, 6 pictures for them to look at, and all instructions for you, and it's only $14.95, and you could teach 6 people or you can teach 12 people because every 2 can share the picture and the pattern. How's that sound? So I had a big display at my convention we just had in Orlando. It's my 30 years of one-stroke painting and 30 years of conventions, and we've had as many as 500 and as few as 50, especially when the COVID hit. All right. All right. So you see how simple it was to put that stem in? Now, you could still go back a little bit later as we were painting, and you can come in here and you liking this so far, guys? All right, so look at this. Here's some purple. So we could have some purple and white. All right, and so we can come in here and just add a little bit of color here and there. And we can have purple flower. I put some purples in the background. Okay, a little bit of white. All right, we go right in there. So tell me what colors you think would be pretty on a pumpkin. Yay, Robin, thank you. All right, guys, if you just popped in and you want to know more about one-stroke painting, I teach you how to blend, shade, and highlight. If you never learned how to paint before, we teach a beginner to paint something they can't believe in the first hour of any kind of practicing. All right, so I want you to see that we just keep picking up paint, add a little bit here, a little bit of white, a little bit of white here. Okay. See, there's purple in the background. Purple looks good with orange. You see that I did pinks and oranges last year. So I'm going to add a little bit of purple in there this year. All right. Now, let's go use our big brush again, okay? So there we are. Yes, thumbs up. Please put thumbs up and so YouTube will know that you like what I'm sharing. I'll know if you like what I'm sharing. All right, so let me show you. I'm going to come in here with a little bit of moon yellow, citrus, and some thicket. And I want you to see that let's get a little bit of white in here. Yeah, so it's bright, bright, bright. And we've got too much water in there. I see how it's kind of, that's not what I want. Okay, so let's do it again. I put too much or left too much water. Pick up some white. This is all you have to do if you don't like something you did. All right, Donna speaks the truth. Thank you. All right, so wiggle, 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 stand up, come back, and I want you to come right in here and pull the stem right into the middle. All right, so let's come back here. We can get some moon yellow. Up and slide back down. And I like big orange leaves too. All right, just for the fall. Hey, we need more people to say hi. We got people out there, and you're not even saying if you wanted to learn how to paint. Where are you from, guys? Share with us where you're from and what would you like to see painted. All right, so I'm going to come in here and I've got this large 3/4 inch brush and I'm pulling stems just like that. All right, let's let's pull this up so I can show you a little bit more. What do you think about that? You're late for a very important date, Miss Pat. All right, so we're going to come in here and you can learn how to push and stand up, pressure, lift, and look what happens. You blend, shade, and highlight in each stroke that you make. All right, how's that sound? OneStroke.com is where you go to get all the fun slides, um, supplies to become an artist. You know what we always say on our shirts? You're one stroke away from becoming an artist. Hello, Mr. Gregory. How are you? All right. So I want you to see that you can do a couple of ways. Let's say if I want to pick up some yellow and I could even put red in here, but I want you to, oh my goodness, I did it again. See that? That's nothing but medium. See the medium? I stroked across it. Medium is the fluff that's inside paint. We don't use water, so I just want you to know. That's how we get the blending, shading, and highlighting. All right, just really simple and fun. All right, so I know it's a little early for Halloween, but this is when you need to start painting for the shows and for decorating and start getting the things that you want to sell at the shows. And we are getting ready this month. I am teaching 4 Saturdays, 4 Saturdays, and you can see all that on my site, on my onestroke.com site. 4 Saturdays of mystery classes on cute, adorable Halloween in the first week. The second week is fall, and the third and fourth week of lessons in August on my online lessons where you're there talking to me and tell me what you want. It's recorded, you get to keep it. If you come to any of those classes, the last two are Christmas. And so I'm showing you some bestsellers, how fun it is to learn how to price while we're painting, from cards to porch cleaners to everything you can imagine that you can go get really quick at your DIY store, uh, or paint things that I can tell you that sell well. How does that sound during the shows? And we always started getting ready in July for that, for the season. All right, for the art show season. And let me show you. We are coming all over this place and we're going to put pretty flowers. Like, let me show you something. I think we're going to make a jack-o'-lantern. What do you think about that? All right. So I can use purple for the eyes, maybe. All right. So we're going to pick up and I'm going to do a nose right there. Hey, reach out to your friends and say, I'm painting. Oh, dahlias. Yeah. So we're going to come right up here. And please click thumbs up if you are liking what I'm sharing. And if you want to see more holiday painting so that you can have fun things to decorate with and show at the shows, give us gifts. All right, so look, we're going to smile, have a tooth, come way up right here. And so this is multi-surface paint. You blend, shade, and highlight. And every stroke that you make, you can paint anywhere from bird baths, clay pots. I'm doing all kinds of clay pot painting this month. And uh, yeah. her kitties did miss her when she was in Orlando at the convention. All right, we came right off the convention. And tell me what you guys are wanting to see. I decided I'm going to do a fun, just Halloween, different colors than you're used to, a fun painting that might inspire you to start painting. All right, fun for painting parties, fun for I've got a bunch of my grandkids. I have 34 grandchildren, so not all of them, but I've got some of the younger ones coming over before school starts and have a painting party with Mima and Papa. All right, so I got the eye bigger and bigger, so I got to take this eye a little bit bigger. Okay, so instead of black, I knew it's a purple. Old Man in the Sea, but not a holiday painting. Okay. All right. All right, so we're going to come right in here. See, I kind of outlined the shape. All right, and this is purple instead of black, so it's kind of fun. You can put a yellow glow so it looks like the light's shining from the candle inside, right? Okay. So see the teeth? All right, you can do all kinds of faces, and I save faces and smiles on my Pinterest, so you can go look at some of those. Donna Dewberry Pinterest. All right, so we're gonna let that dry for a minute. Oh, eyelashes, yeah. So look, down here, I'm gonna take floating medium, and I'm gonna come right underneath. I'm gonna do a purple rose in a minute. What do y'all think about that? And I will do a sunflower. All right, so I'm excited that you're on tonight. I wanted to share some fun painting that's coming out for the next season here, but you can start painting right now. All right, so that's kind of sets it a little bit. You can pick up some purple and you can go right in here and get some darker purple to shade it with right along here. Okay, so then a little bit along here. All right, I'm gonna highlight that a little bit when we get going. One stroke painting. All right, I just practiced doing my first sunflower earlier. All right, so I'm gonna put some bright yellow daffodil and some yellow ochre, and we're gonna do a sunflower. How's that sound? I'm gonna put a sunflower on here, a purple rose on here. How's that all sound, guys? All right, I'm gonna put some brown over here. Where is my burnt umber? All right, maybe I'll put it up. Let's see. Let's just use some bark brown. That'll work. And sometimes I put black. So, but we could use purple too. Yeah, right? Okay. One stroke painting. How you guys, have you ever tried one stroke painting? Would you like to try? I've got some fun things for you. I'm going to grab something. I'll be right there. Right here. Okay. All right. So we got all kinds of acrylics and glitter and more. So I want y'all to see that. This is the painting parties. You get this free when with request, and then you can see a bunch of the painting parties we do. Okay. So these are the new ones. Look at that pumpkin. And I used red and yellow and blues. How fun is that? Look at my spider web, just kind of funky. And see the spider? But you can put jack-o'-lantern, or you can do fall with fall leaves. And then look at him. Is he fun? He's for like November. So this was October or September, October, November. And then Christmas, you're going to do this fun forest. These are for beginners. These are quick and easy. And you can teach them in an hour to hour and a half, right? So I have seasonal ones. Look how fun. All right, then I have holidays. So we have lots of Christmas and different holidays. Then we have ones that kids like and adults like. And so you're going to go through here and see all these fun birds and animals. I can show you some of the best selling ones. And these are $14.95 and they have 6 patterns, full size patterns for 11 by 14, 6 pictures of full picture right there. So you could teach 6 people together or 12 people. And they are so fun. And I didn't put my mic back to me. All right. I put my mic back on me. All right. So when this dries, I get to put some yellow and stuff in here. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to find the scruffy brush, not a big one. How do you like that, guys? That's made for you guys out there to at least one painting party a week. If you did one a month, you can clear $250 to $400, depending on how many students you have. But I'm talking if you only start with 5 students. How do you like that? So get your friends and just get together and have fun. And then you can build it up to, if you have one a week, you can make as much as $1,000 extra. Is that brochure also available online at One Stroke? If it's not on there, we'll make sure it's on there. But you go to the EDU education packets for painting parties. Okay, we just did it for convention, and I'm going to make sure that it's on there. And especially, we're going to start putting them in when you buy those EDU, one of those EDU packets. We're going to throw them in there so that you can be able to just take this and show it to people. Like we have lots of communities that ask me to come and they always want to see some samples. So I put it in a book for you, like a booklet, so you can send them this page or just pick out the ones you like. You can send them whatever. This is like super popular. The mason jar, quick and easy, all chisel strokes, fast. And so you just pick out some that you like and say, look, on this page, tell me the number of the one you want to do. I have several friends that want to do painting parties. All right, this will help you, okay? And we made it so it's very inexpensive to get started and how to do it, and you don't have to be certified to be teaching these painting parties and make some money to come get certified if you want to. All right, so now I want you to come have fun with us. I want you to know that we teach you all kinds of ways to make money and save money. That is my goal, because that's what I did with 7 children. I used it to motivate me and help me do the things that I knew would help our income in our home. Okay, so look, you're grabbing 2 colors, you're pushing and standing up, pushing and standing up. And by the way, after you learn this right here, then you know how to do a leaf. All right, it's a sunflower petal, and then it becomes a leaf. If you change the color to green, push and stand up. Look how much paint I'm picking up. Lots of paint. All right. So blend, shade, and highlight in every stroke, and you're 1 stroke away from being an artist. How does that sound? So look. So we have a sunflower. I'm going to come back on this sunflower. I'm going to tap to get some of that heavy paint off. I'm going to repounce around here. But what's really fun is I can take a little bit of orange and just tap some orange into the center for a highlight. And we just did a sunflower. So how would you like to put a purple rose in here? Okay. So here we are. We're going to pick up, this is a 16 flat, but I have all kinds of configurations of brushes that you can get a whole set for $12, $10, $12, depending if you are a member of One Stroke Advantage. That starts at like less than $10, you get 20% off anything you order. Then the more you order, the better deal I give you. Okay. Or I don't give you, my husband gives you. Mark works with you all the time. Amanda and Mark with teachers or people who want to be teachers. Look at this. All right. So I want you to see that I'm going stroke, stroke, stroke on the chisel. And we have a little rose. Now, tell me how many of you would love to make some extra money, especially during these times that we're all having a little bit of a struggle for grocery stores. Forget about trying to take a little trip somewhere. But you know why? What if your goal is just to make enough money for you guys to go on a trip? Or what I used to work with people on is they want to make a car payment. And so if you could get a new car, get a payment that's like $500 a month, you can make that as, I mean, even on the bare minimum, you do 250 a class profit, 250 a class, or because I teach you what kind of things to paint on. You could even go to Dollar Tree and get things that they want to paint on. I do glass plates for $1.25, and they have so much fun, and they're user friendly, and they make a really fun little project. So much. Hello, Paulette. I'm late. You're late for a very important date, right? All right. So this is just a sunflower, a few purple roses. I could put a little spider in here, but I want you to come up here and see. Let's go up here and do a bigger rose, like right in here maybe. All right, so look, we're going to come around. Tell me what you want to see me paint on here. I was going to do a spider, and I did turn it into a fun little jack-o'-lantern. If you go back and watch this, it shows you how to do it all, okay, guys? All right, so tell me what state you guys are from or country you're from. I'd love to see what you guys are thinking. Hey, Christine. Hello from Northwest Ohio, but on the vacation and Michigan. All right. I need a Donna fix. Laugh out loud. Well, after convention, I needed a fix to be on YouTube because I got home and it's over. And tomorrow I'm going to paint an oversized class for about 28 people, and some are online and some are coming to my studio here in Florida, and we're kind of near Disney where I am. And so, but I can't wait till tomorrow. So I thought I'm going to come on and paint with y'all tonight. What do you think? All right. So you see these little petals I'm using? I want you to think about it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 colors. So you've been painting bats. Oh, I saw a really cute bat the other day I wanted to do. Maybe I could throw a bat up there. That's a good idea. So see, you're doing the same stroke over and over. Now, if you get my A to Z pack, I have some teachers also. This is $14.95 to have your packet. And I'm just sorry I don't have the packet right here, but I'll show it. If you go on onestroke.com and put edu, education, edu, packets and under search, and you'll see all the ones I have. And I'm making one for every month. Each quarter come out with new ones. But I have had some for a long time, so you need to go check those out. I also want you to see that we have the value pack of brushes, 10 brushes. All right, and these are less than $20, and these are not craft brushes. But I also have brushes where you can get 10 brushes that aren't quite as good as these, but they work for a party, and those are more like $10. All right, $12 and discounted, you would pay about $10. All right, so I also wanted to show you that we just got back in stock my A to Z kit, and because they keep selling out, but I want you to see, you get a box, you get the set of brushes. So think about this. You're going to get a set of brushes, and these are good quality brushes, really nice brushes, okay? You get the wood box and 50 guides. So here is what the title is. So if you go to my website, onestroke.com, and you put AZ kit, what's in the search bar, this kit comes up, and it's like maybe $68. But if you are a member of One Stroke Advantage for less than $10 for the month and try it for a month and fall in love with it, okay, you get 20% off this kit just like that. You can sign up on join me in my membership and go tomorrow and get your 20% off, or as soon as you sign in. It's A to Z of One Stroke floral painting. There's 50 lessons you get and 50 teaching guides. All right, so I've got 4 different roses. I've got all kinds of flowers, and this is what you do. You practice on these They have a UV coating on them, so you practice and wipe it off, like with a baby wipe or a wet paper towel. And then when you feel comfortable, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, guys, seriously. Then you turn it over and you put like wax paper or whatever, or a tracing paper, and you paint right on that and finish this little project. And I want to show you how fun it is if you decide. I've got one teacher that's picked up 22 of these kids, and they just ask their students to, if they want to sign up, they go to my site and order them, and they have everything for you to make the money to teach them each class. All right, and they pay you $25 to $30 to teach the class, and there you are. You can start with a dollar glass plate. I put them in this little notebook so you can see some of the flowers and things that you learn, from chrysanthemums to all kinds of magnolias and roses and more, okay? And then pansies. Then I was going to show you that these are some lives. You can go back and watch my lives right here on the channel, okay? And you can see that this is learning 2 different flowers. This one's 1, 2, 3 flowers. So you pick out the worksheets, you practice them, and you tell everybody, come on, get online with me or come to my house, whatever. And we are going to paint from the A to Z. They buy their kits, and then you teach them. All right. I've got one that's got 23, another one that had 10, another one that had 12. So we went through 60 kits within the first month that I started just a couple of months ago. And every month I told them, the paint company, you've got to make me more sets. This is also 3 different flowers, but you can just pick out 2 flowers and each week teach 2 flowers. Each week you get them going painting with you and a painting party, and you can make $100 for that month. Just profit on teaching those, okay? There's lots of static on my mic. As a bad static, guys, or am I moving too much? Y'all need to tell me, if you would, please. Sometimes just somebody's having a hard time and sometimes not. But Judy was having a hard time hearing. So can y'all let me know? All right, so we're going to come across here. We're going to have a light in there. So painting parties are just you learning how to paint. Either way, it's a fun experience. Oh, and I didn't tell you, in that kit, look, you get 10 full bottles of paint, enough to paint every one of the 50. You get the downloads for free to learn how to paint those and teach those. You can watch them. They're like 15, 20 minutes each. You watch them and you go teach it. You make your sample and then you go teach it, and a bottle of floating medium. So when you need more paint, this is enough to do all 50 flowers as you practice. But when you need to get a bottle that you've ran out of, there's your bottle. You're ready to easily find it, okay? So that's A to Z, A to Z, okay? So look, now I'm putting a little highlight like the candles inside of here. And I'm going to come right along here, okay? Come down and around, and we just have a little glow. Is that fun? I can also take, this is like, you can go and I'll show ideas right here and on lives that you can then turn around and teach after you get people comfortable with some strokes. All right, so I'm going to come right here and do a little bit of a eye. Can you see that? A little bit of glare. And you can put a little bit in here. That one has too much water. You should dry the water off because we're just using floating medium. So just a little bit, all right? You can also come in here now, and I'm going to pick up, we can pick up some citrus. Let's get some more citrus. All right, this one's citrus green. Are you liking it? Yes, I'm hearing it. You're hearing me, or you're hearing static? Do I have static? Judy was saying she couldn't hear me well. All right. Oh, I was looking at that bat. We wanted to do a bat. That's what somebody was just asking me, to add a cute little bat on there. All right. So look at this. I did a sunflower. You go back and watch it again too. I am going to put a little bat here. So let's put the body. Oops. Come on down. Okay. So I'm going to put up here is a little, are those their ears? All right. And we can come around and do a point right here. And then up here, we're going to go up, down, up, and down. All right. So again, spiders. I mean, yes, I'm hearing it. It comes and goes static. All right. I need to be still maybe. Okay. So you shouldn't have static. Sorry. Maybe because I ran out of the room and came back, right? Okay. And so we'll put black or we can put a purple one, whichever one you want. All right. So what color was I looking for? Oh, so we're going to pick up no water in here. We're going to have citrus and thicket. All right. And let's pick up a little bit of white. Okay. And I'm going to come right in here. We're going to wiggle one side. You learn all these great leaves on those guides. All right. Now, I was showing them about the book that you can get. You can request it, or you can, when you buy any of those packets, we can throw it in there. And I'm just going to make sure in the morning for sure, but it might be there already. We were trying to put it on already, where you could get the idea brochure to help so that you can just show your friends. You get the packet that you want to teach is one way to do it. And then what you do is I have step by step that you follow and paint your sample. And they're looking at your sample, not mine, by the time you do that. So they know that they want you to teach it because you made one for the class. Anyway, and then you can say, here's the brochure. You guys tell me what class y'all want to learn. Okay, see, I needed a little bit brighter in there. All right. I think Mike might be bumping her shirt. I'm sorry, guys. I was on teaching for 2 hours and nobody told me that, so I don't know what's happening. Okay. Let's see how that works. All right, maybe that's better. I took off my necklace so I don't do that to you guys. All right, so if you just came on, I want you to see it is the One Stroke EDU education. So it's EDU painting parties. So we teach them all kinds of fun things. All right, so then, oh no. Yep, I got paint all over. All right, so let me show you what I just brought one home. I need to. All right, so what is an idea book or brochure? All right, this is what I've done. These are new for the fall. Look at the pumpkin, the spider, the funky spider web, so anybody can do it. These are hour classes, but say hour and a half. And there's one for September, October, or October, November, or holiday, Christmas. So this is Santa's cap, cardinals, and a wreath. But this back forest is really quick to do. All right, those are some new ones. And I send out 3 new designs each quarter. Static was not there when we had class, so I don't know. Do you still hear it, Leanne? All right, so then here's some other ones that I've done that were real popular. All right, and here is all kinds of holiday ones. Then we have kids. All right, so we have all kinds of ideas here for you. We're putting more in here on a regular basis. Oh, I got purple all over this now. All right, look at some of these fun. No static now. Okay, thank you. All right, look, we can do a big butterfly really quick. This owl's a really cute one. A lot of people do the seahorses. All right, thank you. All right, so I just new elephant. Look how cute he is. And that raccoon is really popular. So it says kids, but it's adults too. Kids parties. This is one I've done 50 to 250 women at a time. And we do, it doesn't have to be just women. but I do a ball jar. Everybody does chisel edge up on the chisel. And all of this is done without me running around and helping everybody because we had 50 to 250 people in the class. So I made 3 different jar ones because it's the most popular. Okay. If you're as a faith group, there's just all kinds of fun things to do in there. And the bike. And then this is all time best class. This is kind of fun, but there's something about the couples love to come and do the heart. All right. And this has lots of bubbles. It looks like it's underwater. And there's all kinds of fun things. And I continue to put more in there. Okay. So, so I just wanted y'all to see that. And I didn't even bring a packet home with me, but for $14.95, you get the 4 to 6 steps to paint your painting. Then you get the written instructions if you read better than you see, and then you get 6 finished colored pictures, shiny, nice colored pictures of what we're going to paint to give one to each person as they're painting with you, and then you have 6 patterns. So that means you can teach 6 people, or you can teach 12. All right. And you're going to make, with 5 people, you're going to make $250 in a 5-person class and clear. And with, I made these little business cards that you put in your wallet to remember I need extra cash. And then what happens, guys, you can make $1,000 if you do 1 a month, 1 a week. Hello. 1 a week with 5 students. So those grow fast. 5 students are easy. I'm trying not to talk and move at the same time here. Okay, we're going to do a little bat. How's that sound? All right. Then I'm going to go right across here. I just dropped the paintbrush. Okay, right across here. See, we use the chisel. When I say all chisel strokes, all with this edge of the brush. You can make all kinds of flowers in that mason jar. I'm telling you, we went around to my daughter's church, my church, and other people's churches that contacted me. And I supplied 2 brushes and all the paint, which you can, they all shared, and it goes a long ways. And 1 little canvas, but you can, I've done Dollar Tree plates for $1.25, and they have so much fun. And when I'm teaching the 50 flowers, you can just use a heavier scrapbooking paper from Amazon. I got 90 sheets, and we painted so much. And one of my convention days, just half a day of learning how to do sunflowers, daisies, and hydrangeas. Okay, so when I put this little bat there, do you like that bat? It's a different kind of bat. All right, so how many of you would like to make money and save money? Because you're going to save money decorating and not buying. You're going to save money selling your goodies that you paint, and you're going to save money just teaching. And I have to tell you, I used to paint people's homes and make really good money. But guess what I made more money doing? Getting 15 to 20 people together. And I made so much more money than being on a ladder and working really hard to do borders around people's rooms and murals on walls. I can make good money, but it was so rewarding to teach. So I want you to think about that, okay? And we have all kinds of ways for you to learn how to paint with me, and so that you're ready to go paint with anybody you want to teach, okay? And I have, Pat is usually on here. I've got other teachers that come on here, and I've got teachers all over the U.S. that will teach you online how to teach and or in person. All right? So we just got a little bat up there. Little bat. And you could just do little teeny bats. I just a big one. Hey, I'm standing in line at my gate ready to board my flight, watching live. Thank you, Miss Julie. Julie, stay with me and help me do the convention. and everything that we had to get through the last few days. And she used to come here from Alaska to be with me, but now she moved to Colorado. So we, she comes every year and helps me teach my big convention. Her and Miss Julie Motley, my assistant, and more. But we had so much fun learning all kinds of fun. All right, now look, we can come around and add some licorice here with the liner or an identipen, the permanent marker. So, all right. So let me show you. Let's do the spider web real quick. But I do want you to see that you can loosely go around. Say you don't paint leaves that you think are really good. So your bat needs scary eyes. What color do I need to make the scary eyes? Red. Okay. There we go. All right. So just a few of those look really good. Okay, Lee, you got to show me what scary eyes look like. I usually do funny, sweet. I'm painting some mice this year for a Tennessee trip, and we're going to teach in Tennessee in, I think, November, the 1st of November. I don't know. I need to look that up, I think. All right. So see just a little bit of black here and there. Red. All right. She said red. I've got orange right there. How's that look? Scary orange eyes? No. Songbirds. Okay. I do lots of songbirds. All right. And it makes it fun to know that it's simple steps to do birds. And I have a stencil that does the birds. And you just fill in the colors of the birds, but it's already stenciled or ready for you. Now, do y'all see this? We've got purple in the background where I do red sometimes. This time I did purple. I did pink pumpkins last year, pink and orange, and people love that. All right. So, what was I just going to do here? I have no idea. Do y'all remember? Also, putting neon makes a big difference. All right, so I have neon orange, okay? Then I have neon pink and neon purple. All right, so you can just go get my neons online. Julie, Michelle, Almani were awesome. Thank you. That's Miss Pat right there. Miss Pat paints, teaches all kinds of people to do exactly what they want to do online. A lot of my teachers do. So become one of our teachers or just start teaching EDU classes and having fun. All right. So look, I want to show you that I'm going to, after you get your painting done, you could come in here with the neons. And so look, here's purple. Now I can come in here and put some neon purple. We can even put it on the back. Okay. So we're going to drip some purple in here. And when this dries, it's so great because it's neon, glow in the dark even. All right. So, we're going to put some bright neon in here. All right. I can also come across the bat. It's going to, you don't want to double load like I do. You just want to add it too. And you're going to get this great look by putting it right on the black. So you got black and orange. All right. You can also come right in here where I did purple. All right. And have some bright purple on here. All right. Some purple in here. So this is a dark purple. I'm picking up. Look, I laid that paper there and got it on my pumpkin. All right. So there we go. All right. We can put some neon purple in there. A little bit in here. Okay. Now we're going to put some streaks You like that? And all of this goes on t-shirts, on sweatshirts, and have fun, okay? So I'm going to come right through here. All right. Now I'm going to come in here everywhere that I went over the leaves. Now I just put a little bit of water and you can take it off. All right. That I let sit a little bit too long. But right here, look, it's on the sunflower petal and you just wipe it right off and you still have the color underneath. Okay. But now let's look at this. Here's neon orange. All right. So I'm going to come in here and put some neon in here. And it makes such a beautiful look. And you can even put some over the purple. Okay. And you have to go back and watch when I started this, guys, because this pumpkins are really easy to do. And people will have success doing him. Okay, I'm going to go back over here, which means I have that purple was too dark on there. So, all right, so I'm going to take this wet brush. Love, love, love. Okay, what you see, I'm just playing. All right, so how many of you would like to make some money and save some money? That's what I'm always sharing with you. Make money and save money. It makes a difference during the holidays, when you're decorating, when you just want to go on a trip, pay a car payment. All right. I always like mailbox money. Now, this is painting, helping people have a great time. Learn a skill is better than drugs because when you're stressing, it just helps keep you going, guys. I need to go. Realtors message me about using that. Okay, okay. All right, so this is neon orange, and look how good that neon orange stands up. All right. Now, I want you guys to just remember if you subscribe right here to my YouTube channel, it's free. If you subscribe, I let you know when I'm popping on to do a live. All you have to do is ring that bell when you subscribe that you want to know when Donna's on doing a live or when I'm on doing anything. All right. So then if you go join my Facebook group, Donna Dewberry's official one stroke group. We have right at 40,000 beautiful people that are wanting to paint or learning to paint or teaching. And you can ask them all kinds of questions, and me too. All right. So I think I put too much neon, but I just wanted you to see it's fun. Oh, look. So you come up with that neon afterwards, okay? I was going to show you. There's some pink. Look at this. I don't know where I can put that. Oh, oh, there we go. We could put some pink neon here. You can make your pumpkin all neon. And with neon backgrounds, look at that. This is pink neon. Look how bright. Okay. And I could do some pink in here. So you put this blue, neon blue, on water, and I can't even tell you, on birds. You put the colors of neons on the bird, and I have to tell you, we were at a convention and nobody could figure out what in the world, how'd she get that color? And they tried all kinds of colors and that people had in there. I look at the neon. Isn't that fun? Never thought of neon on leaves. Well, let me show you. It's green neon. All right, so you can pick all 5 or 6 of my neons and you will use them like crazy, I'm telling you. They are wonderful. So here's neon, neon green. All right, let's put some neon right in here. And this is, it glows in the dark if you have a glow in the dark light. All right, but it just makes your project pop. All right. So it's just bright, bright, bright. See that and that? This had black in it, so I don't know. There we go. So look. And I just come right back on top after I'm all done and say, this needs something. See, I should have done it on my background before I started adding everything on top. But look at these leaves right here compared to that leaf. See? Look at this. After you paint on here. Okay? Right here. You can go right over everything you already painted. Look how fun. Okay, well, I hope you had a good time with me. I've been on for an hour. I just wanted you to see this is something that you can think about for growing a business. Get a couple of friends together. Get a friend. I used to have students that wanted to take class, but they didn't have the money, so they became my helpers. And they got their friends to come take classes, and they were able to take classes. And it is so fun. There's all kinds of churches and restaurants and all kinds of places that people, they'll host them in their homes. They have all kinds of party ones. I've done baby shower ones where the surface we use are the little onesies, and we painted right on the onesies, all kinds of fun, different painting. Okay, so look. So look how pretty it looks when you add a little bit of white to the leaves with the neon. Okay, love it, like it, want more? Miss Linda Flora was teaching kids how to do underwater, like jellyfish, and explain to them all about jellyfish. It was such a successful class. So we shared lots of goodies of creative ideas at our painting convention this year. And you can prosper from it by just coming out and trying it with me. All right. So I got a little crazed, but there we go. 24 people. Thanks for the likes, the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Anyway, one last thing I'd like to do. You can do it with neon, or I'm going to do it with white. I think I'm going to do it with white. Do I have any white? All right, I'm going to take a fan brush. You can fly speck it with a toothbrush. I have to show you that sometime. Or you can do the fan brush, and that's going to get all over me. So I'm going to step back. All right. So tell me if you're happy to be here and if you want me to come back. All right. Not like this, but flat, and you hit it on another handle. So this, guess where I came up with this? I would paint this on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, and I always drop spots. And my paintbrush or whatever, I string paint across. And I thought, I'm just going to come and put a little bit there, a little bit there. And guess what? Nobody knew I had a problem. All right. And you can snowflake, or you can do ocean sprays. All right. Sound fun? Thank you for being on. Please share and get your friends to come paint with you. You love splattering. Well, thank you. All right. I appreciate you guys. onestroke.com. But go subscribe, please. Ring your bell so you know when I'm live and I'm teaching you something. Go check out my shorts. I do a lot of how-tos now on my shorts instead of just music, because why would you just sit there if you don't want to see how to do it, right? And if you become a member for less than $10 for the month, you get to try everything and see if you like it. You get 20% off anything you buy off my website. So try it. You'll like it. Okay? Bye, guys. See you next time. onestroke.com. Bye-bye.